There are many different herbs and remedies that can help fight off respiratory infections like coughs, colds, bronchitis, and even asthma. In today's video, we will be looking at one remedy that is quite amazing and has been used for centuries for all of these conditions. So make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss any important information. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and share with someone who needs this information. It is known as a demulcent, expectorant, and anti-inflammatory agent. The antimicrobial properties of mullein help to fight off the bacteria, viruses, and other pathogens that can cause respiratory infections. As we mentioned earlier, mullein has been used for centuries to treat a variety of respiratory conditions, including coughs, colds, bronchitis, and asthma. Here are some of the key findings from these studies. A study published in the Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmacology investigated the anti-inflammatory activity of mucin leaf extracts on human lung tissue. However, there are a few things to keep in mind. Also remember to subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for watching. First, mullein is not recommended for pregnant or breastfeeding women as there is limited information available on the safety of mullein during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Second, mullein should not be used by individuals with known allergies to plants in the plantain family. Third, mullein should be used with caution in people with asthma as it can cause allergic reactions in some individuals. Finally, mullein should not be used as a substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. The results showed that mucin significantly inhibited the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, suggesting that it has anti-inflammatory effects that could be beneficial for respiratory conditions like asthma and bronchitis. Another study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology examined the antimicrobial activity of mucin against various respiratory pathogens. The results showed that mucin was effective against a wide range of bacteria and fungi that cause respiratory infections, including Streptococcus pneumonia and Aspergillus niger. A third study published in the International Journal of Immunopathology and Pharmacology investigated the effects of mullein on airway epithelial cells. The results showed that mullein extract protected these cells from damage caused by cigarette smoke, suggesting that it may help to improve lung function and reduce inflammation in people who smoke. While these studies provide promising evidence for the potential benefits of mullein, it is important to note that more research is needed to fully understand its therapeutic effects and optimal dosage. Let's take a closer look at each of these conditions and see how mullein can help. There are three main ways to take mullein: tincture, tea, or syrup. Each of these forms has its own benefits and can be used to target specific symptoms or conditions. Mullein tincture. Mullein tincture is made by soaking the leaves and flowers of the mullein plant in alcohol and then filtering the mixture to get the concentrated liquid. It can be taken orally and is a good option for those who want a quick and easy way to get their daily dose of mullein. The alcohol used in the tincture helps to preserve the active ingredients in the mullein plant and makes it easier to measure out the right amount for each dose. Mullein tea is made by steeping the leaves or flowers of the mullein plant in hot water for a certain amount of time, then straining the mixture to get the final product. It is a popular choice among those who prefer a more natural and less concentrated form of mullein. Mullein tea can be enjoyed hot or cold and is often flavored with honey or lemon to make it taste better. Mullein syrup. Mullein syrup is made by boiling the mullein leaves and flowers in water and then adding sugar or honey to the mixture to make a thick syrupy consistency. It is often used to soothe coughs and sore throats and is especially helpful for children who have difficulty swallowing pills or tinctures. Mullein syrup can be taken several times a day as needed and is a great alternative to over-the-counter cough and cold medications. Mullein for coughs and colds. Mullein is a natural expectorant, which means it helps to thin and loosen mucus, making it easier to cough up and clear from the lungs. This can be especially helpful for people who have a productive cough, meaning they cough up phlegm or mucus. Mullein also has anti-inflammatory properties, which means it can help to reduce inflammation in the respiratory tract. Inflammation is a common response of the body to infection or irritation, and it can contribute to symptoms such as coughing and wheezing. By reducing inflammation, Mullein can help to alleviate these symptoms. Mullein for bronchitis. Bronchitis is a condition that causes inflammation of the bronchial tubes, which are the airways that carry air to and from the lungs. This inflammation can lead to symptoms such as coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath. Mullein's expectorant and anti-inflammatory properties make it a useful remedy for helping to alleviate these symptoms. Mullein for asthma. Asthma is a chronic respiratory condition that causes inflammation and narrowing of the airways, leading to symptoms such as wheezing, coughing, and difficulty breathing. While Mullein is not a cure for asthma, it may help to alleviate some of the symptoms and improve lung function. Mullein's anti-inflammatory properties can help to reduce inflammation in the airways, while its expectorant properties can help to thin and clear mucus and phlegm that may be contributing to the symptoms. Mullein is effective against a wide range of microbes, including Streptococcus pneumonia, Haemophilus influenzae, and Moraxella catarrhalis, which are common causes of respiratory infections. In addition, Mullein has been shown to inhibit the growth of fungi such as Aspergillus niger and Candida albicans, which can also cause respiratory problems. Mullein's anti-inflammatory properties help to reduce inflammation in the respiratory tract. This is important because inflammation is a common feature of many respiratory infections and conditions such as bronchitis and asthma. By reducing inflammation, Mullein can help to alleviate symptoms such as coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath. Finally, the expectorant properties of Mullein help to thin the mucus and phlegm in the respiratory tract, making it easier to cough up and clear out. This can be particularly beneficial for people with chronic respiratory conditions such as COPD or cystic fibrosis. Overall, the unique combination of antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and expectorant properties makes mucin an effective herbal remedy for respiratory infections and conditions. Its ability to fight off pathogens, reduce inflammation, and thin mucus and phlegm makes it a valuable tool for supporting respiratory health. But nowadays, it can be found growing wild in almost every part of the world. Mullein is covered with soft, velvety leaves which grow alternately on the stem and are often deeply lobed or sometimes even dissected. The plant produces clusters of small yellow flowers at the end of its stems during the summer months. All parts of this plant are used medicinally, especially the leaves and the flowers. This remedy is available in a tincture form, a tea, or a syrup. Mullein has been traditionally used to treat various respiratory conditions such as coughs, colds, bronchitis, and asthma. This is because mullein contains several active compounds which have antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and expectorant properties. These properties make it an effective herbal remedy for treating respiratory infections by helping to soothe irritated airways, thin mucus and phlegm, and kill off the pathogens causing the infection. Mullein is also believed to help open up the lungs and improve circulation in the respiratory system, which further aids in the treatment of respiratory problems. It is important to note that while mullein is generally safe for consumption, it is always best to consult with a healthcare professional before taking any new supplements or herbal remedies. And it is made from the root of a plant that grows wild all over the world. The name of this plant is mullein. In this video, we will look at the different ways to use this herb and also look at some studies about it. What is mullein? Verbascum thapsus, commonly known as mullein, is a leafy perennial plant native to Europe. What is mullein used for? How does mullein work? The active compounds in mullein leaves work in three main ways. They are antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and expectorant. What are the benefits of mullein? What are the studies on mullein? There have been several studies conducted on the efficacy of mucin for respiratory conditions. What is the best way to take mullein? Is mullein safe? Mullein is generally safe for most people when used in moderation. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. Please like and share if you think it will help someone else.